Morning, Mr. Pesto.
Morning, Mr. Addison.
Ladies.
Morning.
Gentlemen. Everybody have a nice weekend?
Yes, sir, Mr. Addison.
Yes, sir. Guys, let's see those bloodshot eyes. Very impressive. Ladies, any rug burn backs? Liars. Morning, MacGillicudy.
Morning, Mr. Addison.
Did you have a good weekend, MacGillicudy?
Oh, it was great.
Did you do anything out of the ordinary?
Yeah, a little.
Did you do this thing alone or with another person?
Another person.
Mr. MacGillicudy, I'm afraid you've stumped our panel. I'm going to have to flip all the cards. MacGillicudy, tell our home audience what you did this weekend.
Excuse me, what's going on? What's everybody so happy about?
Ask our boy MacGillicudy here what he did this weekend.
Well, Mr. MacGillicudy, what did you do this weekend?
Well, I got married.
Married! David, what are you doing down there?
If you gotta ask, I must not be doing it right.
Married? But what are you doing here? You should be on your honeymoon.
Well, it kind of happened all of a sudden. It was a spur of the moment, you know?
And when did this happen?
Oh, Saturday night.
Saturday night? You just decided to get married?
Yeah, just decided.
Although I'm sure you talked about it for a while.
Got a couple of minutes.
And when did you say you met this girl?
I met her, Friday.
Friday. The day before you got married.
Yeah.
How convenient.
Yeah.
I propose a toast.
Oh.
The boss a little hooch there. To MacGillicudy and your marriage. May it be the first of many. Here, here.
Come in.
So what do you want to get him?
Who?
A blushing groom.
How about a good lawyer?
Ooh, giving up on romance this week?
Romance? What's romance got to do with it? He met her on Friday, he married her on Saturday. That's not romantic, it's ridiculous.
Did someone just turn the heat down in here?
Don't give me that. I'm as romantic as the next person, but that man has no business getting married. Forget that he just met this woman. I know what that man makes. That man has no business getting married.
What about if he was in love?
In love?
In love.
In heat, maybe, but not in love.
Love, heat, what's the difference? They're all getting the fuel injected anyway, and I, for one, think it's lovely.
You would.
Haven't you heard of spontaneous combustion, an act of passion, an immovable force married to an unmovable object?
Yes, but I've never known it to last.
Is that a fact?
Yes, that's a fact. Heat's cheap. The trick is getting to know someone. Making sure it's right. Making sure you're not making a mistake.
Really? You can do that?
What?
Be sure.
Sure I can be sure. All it takes is time and a little thought. You can't just fly hell's bells into the important decisions of your life. You have to give them consideration. You have to weigh the pros and the cons. Then you can make an educated judgment.
Well, that doesn't leave much room for spontaneity, does it?
Spontaneity is just an excuse dreamed up by people who are too lazy to think things through and then need a reason when they discover they've made a mistake.
Really? And all this time, I was thinking that the people who waste their time thinking things through are just afraid of life. I mean, considering and weighing the pros and cons and making an educated judgment is just another way of making no decision at all. And by the time you get through all that junk, anyone or anything worth waiting around for is onto someone else anyway. Just an opinion.
What are you accusing me of?
I'm not accusing you of anything.
Then what are you trying in your own pre-Mesozoic way to say?
I said exactly what I wanted to say.
Are you saying I'm too rigid, too
I'm not
structured?
saying that
I'm
at
not.
all.
I'm as
I'm saying is that the
loosey-goosey
best
as the
parts
next
of life are the
person.
parts you don't
All
gotta
I'm
think
saying
through.
is that
you don't have to
spontaneity
plan.
has its time
Haven't you
and
ever
place.
been in a store
I
and
don't see
seen
the
something
point
you
of all
really
this.
wanted?
We started out
and you
talking
knew
about
you
what
can't
to get
afford
Mr.
it, right?
MacGillicudy's a wedding
Let's take an
present.
example. A car,
And I
right?
think that's what we
There
should
it is. You
return
see
to
it in
talking
the showroom.
about.
You have to have it. What would you do in a situation
What would I
like
do?
that? Yes, what would you
I
do?
would read Consumer Reports. I test drive it.
Do you rush
I
right
figure
in?
out
Do
if I
you
can
buy it
afford
off
it.
the floor?
Then I make a
Or
list
do you
of the
make
cars,
a list of the pros and cons?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, there's nothing great about that either.
You like spontaneity?
Yes.
You want spontaneity from me? Fine, I'll give you spontaneity. How's this for spontaneity? Out of my...
Miss Hayes, Mr. Edison, I need you to find my wife.
You planned that, didn't you?